welcome back to Helping Heather, and we're helping Heather in the kitchen. We are doing some freezing. Oh, excuse me, that's the oven. I've got the granola bars in the oven. On a previous video I had done on a pantry clean out. So I don't know about you, in January I like to organize my house, get rid of things I don't need, reorganize spaces, take a look, do pantry challenge and freezer and what we have on hand sort of challenge. Try and do a low spend in January because, you know, Christmas we spent more than you normally would, right? And well, some people did, and I'm one of them. So it's time to kind of bring things in and be more intentional. So I am going to pull out all the stuff from this freezer and I want to reorganize it. And we've had a kitchen helper, Neo, my dog, but he's just disappeared. He'll probably come in and out, especially if he smells anything good from the freezer. So let's get started. Goodness, you can't see, so I'm wondering if I should. Yeah, it's one of those pull-out drawer ones, so I'll just pull a bunch of stuff out. This is some already grated cheese. I like to have that. This looks like some broccoli. Oh, this is a stock bag, so I have ends of celery, some garlic, stuff like that in there to make my next batch of stock. This is some carbonate bread. That's going to go downstairs. And then I save odds and ends. This is some carbonate bagel. I don't really love, if you're having these kinds of bagels for keto, they have a bland taste. They're not that great. So I feel like I want them and then I have them and I realize, oh yeah, it's just like a conduit for whatever you're putting on a bagel fiber. So oh yeah, the macros on this, 33 carbohydrates total with 30 grams. Sorry, I'm on a tangent. 30 grams of fiber. So the reason it's keto is because if you're doing net carbs, this is 3 net carbs for one bagel. But I do total carbs and I'm going to say under 20. So intentionally eating this is not part of my plan. If I'm getting tired of the way I'm eating, if I'm getting, like I want a bagel and stuff like that, and I have access to these and I see them, I might tuck some into the freezer so that I have it for those days and take one at a time and put some herb and garlic cream cheese or do egg and avocado toast. So it's what my husband and I call failing upward. So rather than just getting a regular bagel and doing that, having them on hand. So this one's just kind of a broken one that I had left. And a trick I do with anything, especially keto when it's expensive, keto breads, ends of breads, keto bagels, ends of bagels. Maybe I make fathead or truffles or something, or a muffin. I'll chop it up and I'll put it in my freezer and then I'll use it for a strata or a stuffing or dressing for a chicken or turkey dinner that I can have. So that's why that's in here. And I'm going to put it downstairs, as well as these hot dog carbonate buns that I found. And I bought them because I was like, because I do like, we get not like regular hot dogs sometimes, but there's these really great Polish ones that I really like. So it's a good way to get some salt in when I'm feeling like low on salt, and it's an enjoyable fatty meal, but I never can have hot dogs. So it's just, lettuce wrap isn't the same with that. And I've done where I've made a fathead dough around that. It's a lot of calories and those things are big. So this one, let's see the macros on this for one bun, 110 calories, 15 carbs, and 13 grams of fiber. That's probably why I got it. So I could do this if I was really like more carnivore the rest of the day. I could probably do this. So I'm going to put this downstairs too, because when I go do a hot dog or Polish meal, I always check my freezer first for buns, and then I'll see that. So let me pause and go put these down right away and come right back. Okay, let's just pull some more stuff out. More keto bread. I'm going to put that downstairs. That's another broth bag. These reusable bags, I don't know if you've used them. They're not my fave. It's really hard to get them all the way shut. So I'm not going to buy any more. Oh, This is a ham bone. That's going to go downstairs. Oh, this is some daikon I've chopped up. That's a good thing to have. So this is broccoli. That's the end. I don't like the freezer broccoli you buy at the store. I like to chop my own and freeze it. So, and we do broccoli once or twice a week. And this is kind of the end of it. It's like soup broccoli, so, or dip. I have a broccoli dip, so maybe I'll use that to make something like that. I'm going to put those over here. These are going to go downstairs. This cheese is a good thing to have. This broth bag is good. Let's see, what else do I got? Goodness. Okay, breadcrumbs, pork rinds. This is pork rinds that are not been used, that are seasoned, or not seasoned. And these are raw pork ones. These are going to I use for breading. I'm going to put those here. What else have I got? Goodness. These are some pork rind cheese tortilla chips I made. They weren't that great. Could probably repurpose them into something else. Oh, these are tomatoes. Every time I have end of tomatoes, I tuck it into this bag that might need to be used. And then this is, I don't know, maybe a thing to make ice. Oh, look at that. It's going to need to be washed. It's been in there a while. Okay, washing that. What's next? This is a broken. Sometimes these jars get broken. Is it broken or is that just design? No, it's not broken. Just pausing. This is bacon grease. These are some freezer packs. Oh my goodness. More bananas. I think I'm going to put these downstairs because that's where I was looking for them. I found some more carbonate and the bread. And then my girls' other waffles. Okay, we'll put these together, keep them up here. That's a stay up here thing. Seeds. Anybody else keep seeds in their freezer? Oh, this is pie dough. I'll put that downstairs because if I want to do some pies or something, I'll go there for it. Oh, some spillage. Another cool stack. Opened up some celery in there. It's a new fridge, but kind of fiend. This is chopped celery for soups. I was looking for inspiration on how to organize this bottom drawer freezers, and I see that some people put one side as vegetables and stuff, so I'm going to see about doing that, setting it up intention. Well, this is some more celery. This is some Saskatoon, so that's fruit. This is going to go downstairs. Leave that up here. Oh, this container here looks like beet leaves. Have to do something with that. We've got lots of these cooler things. I don't think we need that one. Here's some more tomatoes. This is trying to be thrifty, but if you don't actually know what you have, you can't use it. And that's kind of the plan. There's some more Saskatoons. So we like to use those in smoothies or just eat them out of hand or use them to bake muffins. Here's some deli roast beef I didn't know I had. The little lunchbox cooler. Oh, basil pesto, cilantro. Those are some another carbonate bread type of things. Yes, I'm gonna have to sweep this whole lot of it out. What is this? More bacon grease. I can go downstairs. We use that to cook with a little bit. I have made pie crust using some of it. So what is this? It is actually, oh, it's actually dry cottage cheese. Okay, that's good. I have some of that. Can use that to make some eggs or something. And this is that's where my masa harina went. You want to use that to make actual tortillas. It's not very much to do that with, but so I'm just organizing things and like things. This is some kale. A few bags of kale, I can never really get through them. Oh, turkey bones. Thought I could just put some of the, when you cut up the turkey, you put the main carcass into a container in the freezer, and then you always have I take the wings and the drumstick and I turn those into super casserole. I always have those bones I could use too, so I put in a small one, thinking I could do a little small batch of broth one day. Collie tots and mixed vegetables. I put vegetables over here. Collie tots are a good one to use for low carb. They're not necessarily keto. Let me see, I'll read the macros to you that I'm talking about. Okay, for carbohydrates for 6 of these, who eats just 6 when you're talking tater tots, 15 carbs, total with 2 grams of fiber. So, I guess you could treat them like a little hash brown. And have 6. You 6 up in the air fryer, get it on crispy if you have a hamstring, which I do sometimes. So, yeah, that's a good thing to have. Here's the ends of regular bread, and I do the same thing with regular bread as keto. As I'll save it, only I might make a bread pudding, or stuffing, or strata. Here's some French fries, ends of French fries. And waffle fries. I'm going to put those upstairs. We'll look for those. Oh, ends of some wheat. So I can add that into something this weekend here. Oh, roasted tomatoes. So yeah, this other pack I found there is roasted tomatoes. So these are both for like a tomato-based dish or soup. Another pulled pack. Oh, this looks like chicken crust pizza or some sort of keto pizza, but I didn't label it, so I'm gonna have to see what that is. Riced vegetables, live cilantro, what's the macros? 7 carbs for 3/4 of a cup and 2 grams of fiber. Rice cauliflower, lime juice, cilantro seasoning. So they must have added something to it. Some maltodextrin. So that will put my sugars up a little bit. But could probably just use it up. So I gotta get into the habit of taking tons of bread downstairs and not trying to shove them in there. Here's some already diced onion. That's nice, but it's a rock solid. Should have froze that on a tray instead, but I guess I can thaw it and use it. Leftover pizza snacks, that's good. Snack. Almost to the end. There's some onion again, some spinach, frozen spinach. Some beet greens and kale. Ooh, that's a mystery thing that's not labeled. Ice cream and a bit of onion squash. Okay. Well, that's all the stuff I have. What I'm going to do is pause now. I'm going to clean this out and bring the things that I already wanted to bring downstairs down. See you in a minute. Okay, so I put everything downstairs. Now I'm going to put one corner is going to be meat and cheese type of things. This is pork rinds and also breadcrumbs from when I did the Scotch eggs. So we can do those and bread pork chops, and then this is just regular pork rinds ground up for that kind of coating. I'm going to stick that down here. I guess if I would remembered I had that, I would have done it. would have used that instead of making more. Anyway, so this is a broth bag. I'll stick it in that corner too, because that's literally all I have to put in here. Alrighty. Then I think ready-made sort of waffles and stuff. Alexa, stop. Let me just actually get stuff. That's the other set of granola bars, and they turned out real good. Spoiler, in case you watched this one first, or the Pantry challenge granola bar one. Oh yeah, perfect. They're browned on the edge and stuff, so I'm gonna leave them here. I'll leave the oven on because I'm gonna make the meatballs. So, convenience foods is gonna go in the shallow top one. And all I really have is maybe, yeah, this and that. And then I'll probably put these fruits in there as well. And then the other two is going to be veggies. Oh. I still have raw onions, so I won't take that out. But before I buy more raw onions, I'm going to defrost those and use the bigger, more full containers of these that will go down there. Bottom. I feel like these odds and ends need to come to the top so that I see them and use them. This is the bulky container. Yes, odds and ends down there, but it's a nice thing to add to the soup. Okay, so that's my bottom, and then I'll just put the, actually this celery can go down there as well, provided it closes. Not quite. Tip it over. Sure. Oh, we should this. All the things. Kale. Love these and smoothies. Some roasted tomatoes and garlic. The frost and the last. The next batch of spaghetti sauce. Kale for smoothies. A little bit of onion green, leaf greens. I'll add in my spinach dip. Daikon I can add in for roasting. This is a little bit more kale. I can throw that in a soup or an omelet. And then my broccoli, which I'll probably do it there. That's better. Done. Thanks for helping me with that. So didn't really come up with too many ideas I wanted to do right now with that little freezer clean out. My freezers downstairs are needing some assistance too. Oh, I see. These kinds of things for lunch boxes, I'm going to tuck them. And this convenience corner. And then these two mystery items. Let's see. That's chicken. That could be a supper for us or soup. Yeah, and that is keto crust pizza. It's a convenience food for me. I'm going to stick these in the appropriate spots. And now I know what's in there. Perfect. So there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know was in there. And now that's sorted. Now I have just other freezers downstairs to do that with, but that's not a today issue. This was the big project I wanted to get done today. Cleaned it out, spilled half the celery. Oh well. Yeah, so I have lots of good things to make soups, to make egg scrambles or quiches or frittatas or any of that sort of stuff. And it's 3 o'clock now, so I could probably head to the store and get some more eggs to do something like that. Or I can just lean into the few eggs I do have and add egg whites and make it more of an egg white omelet or something for this week and just kind of wait till I run out of that kind of thing. That's kind of the plan. I'm going to go get my meatballs ready. Use the, oh yeah, cranberry sauce. Here's what I was going to do. This is our leftover cranberry sauce. I'm going to turn that into a barbecue sauce with a bit of tomato paste, and Dijon mustard, probably onion garlic powder. And then this is also some leftover, some sugar-free grape jelly I made. I'm going to use that as a sauce of mine. I just have 1 pound of ground pork out, so I'll just allocate myself 3 meatballs or something like that, and then the rest of the bigger sauce. That's probably a bit too much. I might just use half of that. And then what I love doing with the leftover cranberry sauce, either I'll freeze it or I will do a batch of muffins, cranberry orange, and we have some oranges. And I also have orange marmalade, actually, that wasn't as sugary as I wanted it to be. There's an ugly looking orange in there. I might actually go check and see if I have marmalade I have to use. And then tomorrow I might make either a cranberry orange muffin or bread. There we go. Okay, well, thank you for watching along with me as I clean out my freezer. And maybe I will do the other ones, maybe one. I don't know. Could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be later. But January is the organizing, cleaning out month for me. Is it for you? How do you organize your drawer freezers? Comment down below. Thanks. And take care.